Good afternoon everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's vlog 5, I think it's vlog 5. Really busy morning. I this morning got up, went to a One Rebel class. I've actually had some really sad news overnight. The gym that I go to, which I've spoken about before, called Orange Theory, is actually closing down in the UK, and it's closing down before I'm going to get home, so I will never ever be able to show you guys it, which is really sad because it's been such a big part of my life for like the past 3 years. They do have one here, but I don't think that you can do one-off classes, and I'm now only in Melbourne for I think like until Thursday, and it's Tuesday today, so I've got very limited time left here in Melbourne now, so I probably am not gonna like buy a pack of classes, but I'm really enjoying going to these One Rebel classes. They're actually really good fun, quite a similar format. If you've been to like One Rebel or Barry's, you'll kind of know what I mean. It just completely depends on how you're feeling that day and if you're up for it. Did that and then met Alice for lunch, which I will probably insert right now. Another day, another brunch. Chili scramble, which is like on the menu at all of the brunch places here in Melbourne. Delish, obsessed with it, love it. And this is my favourite. I've actually been to this cafe before, but yummy decided breakfast. Had to come back. Yeah, yummy. So that was lunch. I just did like a really like long pause for that. Don't know why. Could have just gone straight back into the conversation. Met Alice for lunch, and then I have just sort of come to Fitzroy again. Definitely my favourite place. I know I keep saying it about South Yarra, but actually South Yarra is probably where I would live, but Fitzroy is where I would hang out most of the time because it's just like the coolest place. Like the shops are so cool. There's literally a shop right here behind me which I've just gone in. It's all designer clothes, so I mean not really one that you can just walk through and pick things up. The shops are really cool around here, the people seem really cool, the coffee shops are really cool. It's just like a nice chilled walk. I have actually just bought something that I am so excited by. I can't even tell you. So there's this brand called, I think it's called Homie, and basically I have literally been obsessed with it since I ever saw like an influencer wearing one of their dressing gowns, but I have never seen or been into one of their shops. So I was really excited when Alice told me that there is a store in Fitzroy, which is kind of the reason that I came back here today, is because I really wanted to just like have a look at the dressing gowns, basically suss out how much they are, because I think in the UK they're quite pricey. They were like half the price here when converted into pounds, and I just thought, right, now's my time, so I can be that influencer girlie that does her skincare in a funky little dressing gown. So purchased. Oh, I'm so excited, honestly. I just love this brand. Just if you live in Australia, definitely check out their home stuff. It's just so chic. Lots of brands that are kind of similar, but Alice bought me back a pair of socks from this brand when she came to London, and I have just lived in them because I think they're the coolest socks ever. I'm now off to Inner Studio, which is basically one of those recovery labs that I was referring to in the last video. It's got like a sauna, from what I've seen on TikTok videos. It's got like a sauna, it's got like plunge pools, and I thought that I would basically just book out a session on ClassPass. So just really indulging myself in like a sauna, or you know, just really having some me time, having some thought time, probably putting my phone away for a bit. Sorry guys if the wind feels like the wind is probably gonna be really loud. If anyone knows how to sort that out, by the way, because as I was editing yesterday, obviously because we were by the beach, I was thinking, oh gosh, very loud from the wind. Yeah, we're in our last week here and then off to Sydney. I can't believe how quickly this month has gone. Although like looking back at the vlogs and like when I first got here, like that does feel like ages ago. I feel like I'm fitting into the Australian lifestyle pretty well. I think the only thing that would stop me from living here, and genuinely this is the only thing, and obviously I've come to Melbourne at the best time of year, So, you know, I'd have to come in like winter, or maybe like Sydney's the one for me, like who knows. I'm definitely excited to see what Sydney's like. The only thing that would stop me is just the time difference. It's really, it can just feel a bit isolating. I just want to like call my family, and then I'll check the time and I'm like, oh, they're definitely asleep. Maybe I'm just too much of a beg with my family, but I would find that very difficult. Literally probably a period of about 4 hours. And I mean, my dad's the worst for it because he goes to bed at about, genuinely, if he could, he would go to bed at about 7:30 p.m. Do not have time to speak to him in the morning because I'm not that much of an early bird. And then he's asleep, and then I might be like doing something in the evening. But I think you would get used to it. And in terms of Australia, it's really cool. It is really, really cool and really nice. Let's head off to this recovery lab and I will film as much as I can. So how was it? I just went to Alice, I'm just going to do a bit of my vlogging so you can ask me how it was.
Actually excited to hear.
But, oh my gosh, okay.
Was it cool?
It was incredible. I actually just filmed a little bit. Have you seen pictures of it inside? So I was so shocked when I went in. I was like, what the heck is this?
Why?
Because it's just like,
looks like a paradise.
It's just weird. There's plants and stuff,
Yeah.
and like, anyway, so walk in and they are like so nice.
Wow.
Yeah, they were lovely. Like, she was just like, right, so this is the situation. Like, she was like whispering, like really calm. She was like, this is what it's gonna be like and this is what you do. Yeah, basically there's a beginner and advanced like levels of what you can do, and it's written on the wall, so it'll be like, I think
3 minutes in the ice bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the sauna was for the beginner, which I went for because I've not really done that before. The beginner was 10 minutes. I was dying after.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, so like the first 5 minutes was all right, and then like that last 5 minutes you just are like,
It was rough.
yeah, get straight in this ice bath for, it says 20 seconds, but I was trying to push for like a little bit longer.
She went in for 5 minutes.
In the ice bath?
Yeah.
That's outright. I mean, for the advanced, it was 3 minutes, and like people, do you know what it is? It was my feet that were hurting.
Right.
Like, your body just seizes. Yeah.
Wow.
And apparently it's got much colder in the last week. They've added another cooler in it. Then you go in the hot bath. When you get in the hot bath, it's spiky on your skin.
Oh yes.
It's the best feeling. Oh my gosh. I was speaking to one of the girls in there and she was just like, oh, I hate that bit. And I was like, I love it, that's the best bit. And you're supposed to do that 3 times round.
How many times did you do it?
I did it about 6 times. I literally just kept doing it over and over again. Just couldn't recommend that enough, actually. I thought it was incredible.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I loved it. It's hard. It's really
Yeah.
I was not expecting, I thought it was going to be like relaxing.
Yeah.
But there's nowhere to really relax because you're constantly like either really hot or really cold. I saw your mom, she forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault. I'll just start to play the victim. I drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. Guys, we've realised, like, do you think that we look similar because, gosh, I look rough, because her Face ID seems to open with my face? It's the season of the sticks and I. My other half was you. Classic. If we're in a nightclub, me and Alice will both dance like this.
How are you meant to dance in a nightclub?
Hello, please may I have a Tim Tam? Please, could you put it in the fridge, please? Because it was a bit lukewarm yesterday.
Do you know that's a preference whether you have your Tim Tams from the fridge?
Yeah.
I had a normal Tim Tam.
Yeah, it's like a bourbon. It's like a penguin. We have Tim Tams in the UK and they're called penguins. They're made by McVitie's.
They're all different.
There's, well,
I need to know.
Break it in half.
So these are 3 Tim Tams. Been in the freezer. They're nice and cold now.
Okay, well,
That's how I like my
guess what they
chocolate.
are.
I don't really know. So I think that this one's the normal one.
That would make sense, yeah.
Is it? Oh, I think this one's the normal one. I think this one's double coated.
Is it? That makes sense to me.
And that one's the funny...
The Jats.
What's it called?
Tim Tam Jats.
Jats.
Just like pretzel, chocolate pretzel. Oh no!
That one is definitely salted caramel. Some sort of caramel, isn't it? Oh.
Mmm. That's caramel.
Second one.
Oh, it's quite good, that one.
Mmm.
Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Do you like it?
Tried this one a few times, I think.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's not like pretzel. You keep telling. Can you stop? Like, have that one. If like what? Get your own.
That's your favourite one?
Mm.
All right, try this one.
I think that one is my favourite one actually. Can you get me a glass of water, please?
No.
This one I think is double coated. Is it just normal coated? Is that just the normal? It is double. See, I knew.
Oh, I think that's just like a penguin.
The double coating is better than a penguin, but the actual biscuit itself, and it's not because it's been stored in the fridge, because I have tried these before. Yeah. The biscuit itself is a little bit soggy. Just, they are a bit soft. I prefer this. What is it? Just, can you get your own biscuit, please? These, the one Jats. Yeah. They add a lot more crunch, I think, I would say. Really, really nice.
Rank the 3.
Jats is top.
So I'll tell you, but the exclusive this year, they've got a different flavour, but it's secret. So last year was coconut.
Tell me in my ear. No, not sure about that, but I know that that will fly with a lot of people. Do you want this?
No.
Good.
TikTok and YouTube videos when you watch people like taste food, and it's just like, do they just say loads? And derive how much they liked it based on how assertive that was.
Good afternoon, gorgeous people. This is my last full day in Melbourne. It's like 12 p.m. I woke up late. Sorry. It's just been one of those mornings where I've just been really taking it slow and easy. Yeah, missed the gym, and I was like, do you know what? I'll get ready for the day. So I've got myself in a little cute outfit. These shorts I'm gonna have to show you later, but I bought them from a shop called Gorman, which is literally, I don't know if it's all over Australia, but it seems to be like the biggest shop in Melbourne. Like literally they are on every street corner. The only thing that I could probably compare it to, because it's got like home stuff but a bit of fashion as well, is probably like Oliver Bonus vibe. So these shorts, I just love them. Like Alice was like, oh, they look like something mum would have worn in Florida in like 2002, but I think they're really cool. And I think with cowboy boots, I don't have my cowboy boots on me, but I feel like with cowboy boots they would look really chic. I've got like silver cowboy boots, so I'm just like, I'm seeing the vision. Top was from just literally a little vintage shop like in Fitzroy. Oh, I think someone's coming out there. Fitzroy, and it cost £6, and I love the little detailing on the top. That's the outfit of the day, all from here in Australia. Sun is doing wonders for my skin as well. The only thing is I haven't really been able to do like a full skincare routine, because I bought some skincare but I haven't bought the whole lot. It's all a bit disjointed. Some nights I'm doing it. I kind of actually bought, I had the ASOS advent calendar, and because obviously you've got a lot of minis in that, I just brought all the minis, which basically means that a lot of it on my skin has been a bit trial and error, because it's basically brand new products. Advent calendars are such a good try before you buy. I actually have no idea at my plan for today. Go for brunch on my own. I'm really hungry now because obviously I've not eaten it, it's 12 o'clock. I think I'll head right into the city centre. Haven't really seen there. I think there's like a Japanese artists exhibition. It's supposed to be really, really good, and I've been recommended that. So I actually just got an Uber because I came into the CBD. Is that what it's called? CBD. Walking down to, I just googled like best brunch, and it did say this Brick Lane place. Busy though, I really hope it's not gonna be really, really busy. This is a queue. Oh, okay. Did not think this through. They're good about it. Okay, I'll keep you updated. yeah, I think that brunch place that I just went to, I didn't film it because they sat me outside, because I think I was like just on my own, but I was like a bit embarrassed to like film. So there's literally a queue of people outside. Must be famous or something, I have no idea. It was alright actually. It was probably one of my less favourite brunches that I've had here. I mean, they're all good. Like if you were to put that on a scale with like just a standard brunch, it would be good. I would say my toxic trait, right, I've just put this on Instagram. My toxic trait is that basically I just went to the waiter, I was like, what would you get? And like he basically picked the one that I like didn't really want, and I was like, I'll go for that then. What is wrong with me? Just get what you want. Every single waiter I'll be like, what do you think? It's my toxic trait, I do it all the time. If you haven't been to this part, this is very London vibes, the CBD. If I can't find enough to do, then I'll go to the exhibition. But see, yeah, look, there's loads of like other places to eat. I just feel like I got it wrong, guys. Really nice. Like, I'm fed, I'm well fed, but I think what they are most famous for is the fact they it's all made in-house, so the bread and stuff. But I went to another one in South Yarra the other day where that was the case. That was the one where I had like grilled peaches and stracciatella cheese, and that was one of my favourite brunches that I've had here. Different and good, and they make all their bread in-house, so yeah, go there instead. Low-key, bit of a disaster. Went obviously into the to see that exhibition. Nothing, no tickets until 5 PM, 2 o'clock now, so I was just like, oh, okay, it's not gonna happen. I've just mapped on my phone to Armadale, so yeah, my favourite thing ever is to just like put a place on maps and just like walk and hope for the best. I don't even know where Armadale is. I'm not even sure I'm heading in the right direction to where anything's happening. Next to the museum that I was just at, there was Dear Evan Hansen playing like in one of the theatres. I actually supposed to go and see Dear Evan Hansen, and then COVID struck. I saw that it was on, so I said to Alice, oh, maybe we could book tickets for tonight, because I know that we're going for dinner. I love the theatre, like genuinely. I fell out of love with the theatre after I left school because I studied like performing arts. Genuinely at one point in my life, my only aspiration was to be Elle Woods in the West End. That aspiration still hasn't gone. I want that. Decided that I was gonna come away from musical theatre and go down like pop music. I'm so glad I did that, by the way. I was never supposed to do musical theatre. At school, they would give us like parts, you know, like harmonies, and I would just sing whatever like was the better part. I'm not really made, I don't think, for like choir singing. Literally only started going to the theatre again in London like the past like year or so, and I was like, I need to make sure that I see all the things, everything that's on, and Dear Evan Hansen is no longer on, so I saw it was here. They also have Avenue Q on here, which is fun. Thinking Dear Evan Hansen, maybe. Anyway, sorry for the ramble. Thinking potentially about doing is just stopping and getting a glass of wine. I mean, when it melts. You go on my maps. So Armadale is a 13-minute drive away or a 1 hour 23-minute walk, so I'm just gonna go for that. I was so thirsty, so I just stopped at a service station, and it was just the best like mix of chocolates that I've seen so far. Maybe I've just not been looking very hard, but it's like the best stuff. So I've picked up like the classic cherry ripe. I'm gonna wait till I'm back in the UK, but I just wanted to make sure that I'd got like at least a few bits. I actually really want to try it literally against UK chocolate, just so I can taste to see like the real difference. Yeah, UK chocolate just slaps so hard.
Doesn't hit order at a restaurant.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Neighbourhood.
So Turat
Yeah.
is the most expensive suburb to live in Melbourne.
I can tell, yeah. Hello. But it's a bit, it's giving Battersea with all of these.
We're off from Melbourne tomorrow. So we're catching a flight to Sydney at 5:30.
I'm really excited excited. I know that the flight's really quick as well. Just like it will be less than one episode of the Kardashians, I think.
So Canberra was intentionally made so it's halfway between Melbourne and Sydney because they couldn't decide which city should be the capital, so they created a meeting point halfway between the two.
If you're a tourist, you'd be like, oh, let's visit the capital, and it's just like there's nothing to make through.
Okay,
No,
I'm gonna come.
where is
I'm
it?
coming in the back here.
Alice, just find it. Where was it? Where was your phone that you just accused me of losing? High Street Armadale. So obviously, as you guys know, I walked all the way to Armadale. Didn't actually make it here. I stopped at a wine bar. I've had 2 glasses of wine and then half of Alice's because she pretended that it was mine. So I took her up. I actually didn't. I'm a little bit tipsy. Chim chimney, chim chim, chim chim chimney.
So we've come to Hawker Hall. No, it's Hawker Hall, but I don't know why it doesn't say that. I think it is, yeah, Hawker Hall.
Why don't you just order, but I'll tell you what I would be into.
Please.
I like the sound of the Wagyu beef dumplings. Definitely some buns, pork buns,
Yeah.
char siu pork buns. Very posh, thank you.
Dumplings, buns.
Spicy margarita for me.
Spicy margarita for Flo.
That is the drink of the holiday, isn't it?
It's the drink of my life.
When your wardrobe is shared, but your continents are
Yeah, guys,
different.
I just had a really good idea for a TikTok.
When your continents are
Because basically,
split.
Well, actually, this isn't even true. So basically, Alice steals all my clothes because she saves money and I spend money. So basically, what we do is I wear the clothes and then she has it after me. Everything she's wearing right now.
And then
actually
how does
did
the
belong to me.
transaction?
Guys, my hair's not greasy, by the way. I just washed it. I hate when your hair's like just after wash and it's sort of dry and it's like on the verge of, is it greasy or is it just like a little bit wet?
You've put a bit of Olaplex in or whatever.
It never
and then
quite,
it never, and you're like, oh, people just think this is grease.
yeah, it never quite dries.
Bad.
We're off to Lune. So Lune is I don't know, a croissant place, Alice? Yeah, okay, so they do like croissants.
They're mainly about the croissants, but it is very famous. So like typically there are like really long queues outside.
Yeah.
But this one's a quieter branch. But I
Okay.
think now people have caught on to the fact it's
It's a quieter branch. So basically, yeah, Alice has been going on about this place because I just love food. I'm such a foodie, as we all know. Alice has been going on about it and saying like, oh, you've got to go and blah, blah, blah before I leave, because this is literally, we go to Sydney tonight. This is my last day.
They have actually just opened one in
Sydney.
Sydney, yeah.
Right, yeah,
But like that's going to be overwhelmed with people.
exactly. But the same as like, you know, crumble cookies. Like everyone's
Yes.
obsessed with crumble cookies.
Yeah. And I actually think there are better croissants in Melbourne.
Yeah, but it's always the way. The places that are overly hyped, like I just feel like sometimes they're never as good as you think they're gonna be.
So the woman who made Lune is really famous and her story is really nice. She used to design or be an engineer for F1 in the UK.
Wow, really?
So she worked at Silverstone in the UK.
Right.
Struggled with living in the UK. She was just like, I was not prepared for it to get dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
What?
Yeah, she's Australian.
Right, yeah.
And she ended up in quite a toxic relationship. Eventually her dad, like her partner, called her parents, were like, you need to come and get her, she's not okay.
Alice has just told me the story about, and I started
The
filming
non-abridged version.
the non-abridged version, but basically just Google it, I would say.
No, okay,
No.
there's a really good podcast. So her name is Kate, I think, and she appeared on the Imperfects podcast and she tells all about her story.
She
And
just watched the podcast because Alice has just given me a full-blown podcast, which I will have put a little bit in and then I've cut. So I'm really excited because I love croissants and hopefully she gets it right. So do they have all different flavours?
do they have all different flavours? Yeah, they have like 8 that are like in their Hall of Fame.
Want to make sure, maybe stay or in Sydney, I want to go to Coles and just buy more chocolate, and a big Coles. Do you guys have big Coles? Like we have big Tesco's. Do you take the big Coles seriously? Like when in the UK someone says, should we go to the big Tesco? It's like a day out.
Don't have like the general merchandise or the clothes. Kmart here, which is the equivalent of, I don't know, what?
Asda?
Oh, Primark. It will be, Kmart is so much cheaper and so much better.
$dollars
They're
or
open
whatever.
24 hours.
What?
I kind of think it's cool. You wonder how much traction they get at 3 AM. I always enjoy the idea of some stuff happening in the middle of the night. Like I really like the idea of watching the tennis till 3 AM in the morning. The reality of I'm just tired.
Yeah, I'm done.
I just wanna go to sleep.
I do like that with like 24-hour gyms. I'm like, wow, like the thrill to go at like 4 AM.
Go to the gym at like 9 PM. Like I've been like once. I'm always just like, this is remarkable.
This is Lune. Most of them normally have queues, so yeah, this one doesn't have a queue at all. Oh my god, they look so good. Ah, hi.
Wow.
Smells so good.
We're very excited.
We are.
First time?
First time for me. Have you
I've
been?
been before.
I really want this one.
I think you should get that one then.
Still croissant pastry, just baked in a crumpet or a muffin tin.
Yeah, get what you want.
Okay, so can we get one of these, one of these, and one of these, please?
The Vegemite, right?
Yes, please.
I think I prefer that one over the yuzu one.
Oh, interesting. Okay, we'll get that one over the yuzu one.
Okay.
Do you want to sit outside?
Well, that was an interesting experience. I want to know which ones they normally have that they didn't have today. Oh!
We have one everything. The croissant. Do you want it? It's literally the last one.
Oh yeah, she'll let me ask
she's
her.
right there.
Alice, they have one everything. Do you want that one? What other ones do you normally have that you don't have today?
So, have like a Danish.
Right, yeah. No, it's alright.
Ham and Gruyere.
Oh yeah, nice, nice.
And we have a chocolate cookie. That's the quite thick of the China.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do a taste test on here.
Oh, it'll be on our website.
Okay, cool. Amazing, thank you. That is one of my favourite things as well. All of the cafes have sparkling water.
Go on, tell us where it's from.
So it's all from ASOS. So
Yeah.
I bought it before I did my fast fashion ban. And then it's a bit big for me actually. They basically didn't have it in my size.
Okay. So what size do you get it in?
I think like medium, like a 12.
Okay.
And I probably would have got, so it was like a medium.
But it looks nice, it's a bit oversized.
Yeah, no, it is nice, but they're a bit long. I think I'll take these to the tailor. Thank you so much, thank you.
Yummy. Gorgeous.
It's happening, it's happening.
Traditional.
Yummy.
Thank you. Guys, look at this.
This is probably the only thing we've done so far that for me is Instagram story worthy.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Wow.
You do and then everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sort that swap out in a second.
Okay.
Are you happy with just 3 knives?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. This is actually hilarious.
So I'm starting with this one.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, so this is the everything bagel one. The cream cheese in the middle.
It's really nice. That is really nice.
Try the OG now.
Is that wrong? Did I do it wrong?
I think the French would be upset you can't. Yes.
Really?
I love the way it's sweet. It's perfectly crispy. Probably the best I've had in recent weeks. I mean, it's very tasty.
I really want to try this one now. God, look at the filling.
And then this one's got like stuff. What? So this is the crumbly cookie. Do you like it?
As well.
The cookie is delicious.
Yeah.
It's not too sweet either.
No. No. So this is the tiramisu one. Wait, which one's mine? Okay. Let's go. Look, it's so good. What did you say?
Tiramisu is like moist.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. No, really nice. As in, like, guys, all of this is really nice. And also, what helps is we are actually quite hungry. Oh my gosh! Wow.
So it's kind of like a cronut.
Just for context, everyone in this cafe is doing what we're doing, like tasting, cutting in half. It's really nice, actually.
More of a food phenomenon.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
If you like sort of lemony flavour, you will like that one.
Oh yeah, a bit rich for me.
It's rich.
Okay, which one was your favourite?
The birthday cake.
Yeah.
Or actually the everything bagel one.
Yeah, everything bagel one for me, I think.
Like, that's actually a bit too rich for me.
Yeah, it's too
The birthday cake one isn't as sickly as it looks.
really fun though. Fun to try more.
Honest review, now we're out of there and like blah blah blah. Loved it. It
was fun. It was fun.
It was fun. And it's a good thing to go and do with your friends. Like, I'm going to say a really annoying thing. Like, I personally don't think they are the best croissants ever.
No.
But they're fun. And they're
fun.
interesting flavours. And
They make an effort with innovation. They're not just like kind of rinse and repeat.
I feel like in London, very much so, it's like there are trends and then they just sort of drop off.
Yeah, but that's trends, right?
It's all the time. Like, with just...
I know, I'm sick of it.
Yeah. It's like none of these businesses seem to sort of stay. You know what was the big thing at the moment? Is the huge croissants.
Oh, and the croissants with the cookies on.
Not for me.
No.
Even though that's kind of what we've just had.
Yeah.
But that one was done really well. That had definitely, because I think it was
Yeah.
cookie on top but then birthday
Not
cake
too sweet.
inside. I actually not even sure if it was cookie. I think it might have just been cooked birthday cake batter.
No, because it was crumbly cookie.
I do feel like I need something savoury.
Yeah.
I feel a bit like a
Yeah.
lot of sweet stuff. What I would say is definitely go with your friends. There was a family opposite us doing it as well.
Yeah, I think
And
there were 4 of them
discussing.
and they had like 3 croissants.
And that probably worked quite well though.
So how many? We had 6 between 2 of us.
Yeah, but we didn't eat all of them.
Hello.
Guys, we're off to Sydney.
Sydney.
Okay, so I am now in Sydney and there's going to be a whole new vlog about that, but I'm actually going to bring this particular vlog to a close because I just realised I don't think that I've actually closed it. There's lots of stuff going on in it. This one, again, it's going to be very mismatched because I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to have put in at this point. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for continuing to show up for these vlogs. Lots more coming soon. So we've got this one, then we've got the Sydney vlog that will come after this, and then I'll be back in London and life will be very much back to normal, but I promise that won't be boring. Be sure to like and subscribe this video, and please do come back for my next, and yeah, I will see you in my next video.